There are so many cruise lines out there. How do you choose? What are the differences? I'm going to break down all that confusion right after this. There are so many cruise lines out there. So today I'm going to break those down into 4 different categories to help you find the one that's right for you. Hi, I'm Doug with Seymour Seas, a cruise tips and planning channel where I hope to help you and your family pick, plan, and enjoy your next cruise vacation. If you find this video helpful in any way, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This helps my channel grow. It's free for you, but it means the world to me. Thanks so much, and let's get started. As an experienced cruiser, I always get asked by friends about what the differences are in the various cruise lines and which one do I feel is going to be right for them. Let's start this by explaining that there are 3 major cruise operators out there: Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. So Carnival is the largest by far. They own and operate, obviously, Carnival Cruises, but also Holland America Line, Princess, Cunard, which is the Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, P&O in Europe and Australia, Costa, which is Italian, Seabourn, which is a premium line, and AIDA. Royal Caribbean is the next largest. Royal Caribbean operates Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruise Lines, Silver Sea, a 50% stake in TUI Cruises in Germany, which includes Hapag-Lloyd. Norwegian operates Norwegian Cruise Lines, Oceania, and Regent Seven Seas. There's some others out there worth noting that have several ships in their fleet and are very much up and coming. Those are MSC, Viking Ocean Cruises, and Virgin Voyages. I'll explain further why there are so many cruise lines owned by a single company. They like to segment these lines into different markets. There are 4 different market segments that we'll talk about today. The first is the mass market cruise lines. Then we'll go into the premium brands, then the luxury cruise lines, and then the 4th one will be the expedition cruises. So what is the market segment of mass market cruising? These are the cruise lines that target passengers of all ages. They will be very reasonably priced. They're normally extremely family friendly, meaning that they're going to have extensive kids clubs and lots of things to do for passengers of all ages. So these are great for multi-generation families that want to cruise together. They're also going to be the mega ships, the big, huge ships with all the whistles and bells. You're going to have lots of activities, and it's going to be almost impossible to be bored on these ships. You're also going to have lots of different food options, very good food, good service, mostly for free, but there will be some specialty dining available. Examples of mass market cruise lines would be Royal Caribbean. They've got the mega Oasis class ships that are the biggest ships in the world. Tons of things to do on there. They are broken out into various neighborhoods. They hold over 6,000 guests. The next would be Carnival. Carnival is referred to as the fun ship. They've got so much to do with water parks, great kids clubs. They have, even on some of their newer ships, they've got roller coasters on the top deck. Norwegian is another one. They've got some new fantastic ships out there. Again, lots of activities, lots of great service, and even on some of their newer ships, they've got a go-kart racetrack on the top deck. It's absolutely out of this world. MSC is another one in this category. MSC is building a lot of new amazing ships with lots of things to do. They're an up-and-coming line. They're always making modification and changes, and these ships are beautiful. They're very sparkly with lots of crystal, and they're very, very popular in Europe, and they're making a big splash in the US market for the Caribbean. In Europe, you're going to have lines like Costa, which is in Italy, and then you've got a couple German cruise lines, TUI and AIDA in the German market. These are the cruise lines that I would classify as mass market. They're very reasonably priced, they're great for families, and they provide a tremendous value. The next level would be the premium lines. Premium lines are going to have much upgraded food and service levels. They're going to be more traditional in nature. So instead of the big party bands and the party on the pool deck, you're going to have more live music around the ship, and you're going to have a little bit of a more upscale clientele. These ships are going to be large ships to medium size, so they're not going to be the mega ships. You're going to have more personalized service with a much higher crew to passenger ratio. These lines do have kids clubs, so there will be activities for kids, and they're going to be more educational based than they're going to be arts and crafts. On these lines, you're also going to see more specialty dining opportunities. You're going to have fantastic dining in the main dining room and a lot of for free venues around the ship, but you are going to have the opportunity to, for a fee, get some really exceptional dining in the specialty dining venues. They are also trending to be all-inclusive. This means that you're going to have your basic Wi-Fi, your basic drinks packages, and gratuities as part of your base cruise fare. The premium segment does come in at a price though. These are going to be more expensive than you're going to find in the mass market options. This is a segment where we feel that we fit the best. Examples of these lines would be Celebrity Cruise Lines with their new Edge Class ships. Princess Cruise Lines, they've got some amazing new ships and are packed full of technology. Holland America Line, which is currently well known for all of its live music with their music walk on many of their larger, newer ships. Virgin Voyages with their Scarlet Lady out of Miami. This is an adults-only cruise line, 18 years and older, and is taking the industry by storm. And then, though it's a family cruise line, Disney is also in this segment because of their highly upgraded food and their level of service. Also, they're in this category because they are much more expensive than you're going to find in the mass market options. In Europe and in Australia, you're also going to find P&O Cruises, which is an absolutely fantastic cruise line, very, very similar to Princess. Let's now talk about the luxury segment. The luxury lines are going to be the ones with the most outstanding upgraded cuisine, food, and service. These lines are also going to be very traditional. Most of them are going to have a much higher strict dress code, and they're going to offer a lot of wonderful music, but not a lot of big parties. These ships are also normally a small ship. They like to have very curated experiences. They do go into ports that the big ships can't, and many times they're longer than your typical 7-day cruise. These lines are normally not marketed to families and children with very, very limited kids clubs and kids activities. These are mostly all-inclusive options where you're going to get the premium drinks, the premium Wi-Fi, and all of the gratuities prepaid as part of your base cruise fare. Just like the premium lines, the luxury segment does come at a price. This is going to be even more expensive and many times a budget buster. So let's list some of the cruise lines you'll find in the luxury segment. These cruise lines would be some such as Cunard with the Queen Mary and the Queen Elizabeth. You're going to have Oceania, which is widely regarded as the best food and cuisine at sea. You'll have Silver Sea from the Royal Caribbean Group. Viking Ocean Cruises is in this segment. They're widely known as the owner of the river cruise market in Europe, but they've got some absolutely incredible ocean ships that include curated excursions for each of their sailings. Seabourn, which has lots of different water activities on their small ships. Regent Seven Seas, which are some of the most opulent ships at sea, and they do a lot of lengthy world cruises as well. Windstar is in this category, as is Azamara. Azamara does a lot of specialty ports and even multi-night stays within ports, which is very different from a lot of the other cruise lines. So let's quickly talk about expedition cruising. Expedition cruising is normally very expensive, and they're very small ships that have been built specifically for a region or a specific destination. They're normally at least 7 days or longer. They could be kid-friendly based on the type of activities that they provide. They're going to be more cerebral with a lot of historians and naturalists on board to provide lectures and briefings before each of the areas that you visit. And they can be very physical and action-based. Examples of expedition cruise lines would be that of Celebrity with their Flora and expedition ships that have been specifically designed for that area. Viking has some expedition ships that have been specifically designed for Antarctica. Uncruise in Alaska is a very specific cruise line for discovering the sea life and onshore activities on and along the Alaskan coast. Hurtigruten is a cruise line that explores the Norwegian fjords. Ponant is also in Antarctica, and they have some very specific ships that were meant for the ice in Antarctica. Hapag-Lloyd is a high luxury expedition cruise line that is based out of Germany. These cruise lines, again, come at a price, but they are so specific in nature based on the destinations that they serve. So you now have all of these choices. How do I decide? Well, it's all about what it is that you're looking for. What is your budget? Are you looking for just a relaxing vacation? Do you want something adventurous? Do you want something close to home? Do you want to immerse yourself into a specific region? Are you a foodie? Do you want it to be all about the food and cuisine? These are some of the things that you have to decide. And when you do understand what it is that you're looking for, then you can start narrowing down your search. So if you've stuck around this far, you deserve to know what my recommendations are. So for value, I would definitely pick a Royal Caribbean mega ship or one of the Norwegian larger ships. For foodies, I would definitely recommend Oceania Cruise Lines if your budget can handle it. If not, look at Celebrity and Princess. They both have outstanding dining options. For excursions, I would definitely take a serious look at Viking Ocean Cruises. They have excursions included, and they do the best of anybody in providing really, really talented and knowledgeable guides for those included excursions. If not, if you're going to do Alaska, I would do it on Princess or Holland America. They've owned that market for years and they go to the best ports and have some of the best excursions available. Family cruises, you gotta look at Disney. Disney is a little bit expensive, but those that have cruised on Disney always go back. If Disney's not in your budget, then definitely also look at Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, as well as Carnival. Can't go wrong for a family cruise there. Are you looking for the party? You're looking for the belly flop contest at the pool? Carnival is your choice. Also, Virgin Voyages. We're going in a couple months and can't wait to check out the adults only activities on Virgin Voyages. And regional cruises. Ease of travel. If you're in the eastern United States or in the Gulf Coast, you can definitely find a cruise that goes to the Caribbean and multiple islands, whether it's East or Western Caribbean cruises. If you are on the west coast of the United States, going into Seattle, you can get to Alaska on several different itineraries, or LA or San Diego. The Mexican Riviera is up and coming, and more cruise lines are basing ships in those areas for that part of the country. So there's always something close to you, and I hope that you find the one that's right for you. This was really fun for me, and I hope it was beneficial for you. I hope you have the information now where you can begin to narrow your search and find the cruise that meets all of your needs. If you found this enjoyable in any way, please open in YouTube, give it that thumbs up, subscribe and share, leave me a comment below. This allows YouTube to recognize my channel and helps it grow and allows me to create more content for you. I will always leave my travel advisor's contact information in the comments below, so when you're ready to plan, please contact Deborah. She'll take great care of you, and make sure you remind her that Doug from Seymour Seas sent you her way. Thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.